What's going on, my natives? It's your man Dalen here, and today we're going to be talking about making panoramic swipeable photos using Adobe Photoshop for your Instagram. Stay tuned to check it out. Alright, so first of all, I don't have any photos to actually show you guys to edit with right now, so I'm going to throw you back to past Dalen real quick just to snap some pics, so here you go. Well, thank you, future Dalen. I'm actually down here, just down the street from my crib, walking towards some alleyway, so let's go shoot these photos. Well, future Dalen, I hope that was sufficient, and as for the rest of y'all, I'll see y'all back at the crib. Well, thank you so much, past Dalen. You are super cute. Back on the subject of what we're talking about here, I now have these photos that I just shot. Let's just dive right on into this sucker. First thing you're gonna want to do is open up Adobe Photoshop. Just gonna show you guys how to do the split, and actually at the end of the video, I'll just tell you guys about a little treat you might get if you stick all the way through. So let's just open up Photoshop here, start a new document. Now you have to remember that there is a little bit of math involved with this. It's very simple though, it's just multiplication. So when it comes to Instagram sizing, the square photos are 1080 by 1080 pixels or 1:1 ratio. The landscape version of photos, which is 1080 by 566. And now the recommended size is always the portrait mode, which is this way. It's more vertical than it is wide. And this is 1350 pixels tall by 180 wide. So that's the standard dimensions for all of them. Now what you're gonna wanna remember to do here, because you're swiping across the images, the height stays the same. It's the width you want to account for. So if you want to split one image into two for a swipeable image, just create the canvas size to be twice as wide as the original post would have been. Now let me show you how this works. So let's just say we're gonna do a square one, just to keep it simple. The height of the image is gonna stay at 1080, but the width is gonna go to 2160, which is twice as wide. So let's create that, and this is what we get. And then you're gonna wanna go over to your Finder or take your photo from wherever it is, click and drag it into that canvas, and then position it and scale it to fit. Now I know you're gonna lose some of your image, so maybe overshoot a little bit if that's what you're gonna be planning on shooting your image for. Myself, I can use a little bit of a crop on this, so I don't have any problem with it. And then yeah, once you find like a decent little spot, let's just say right there for example's sake, we will hit enter, and we are left with this image, which is twice as wide as a square image for Instagram. So now what you're gonna wanna do from here is head up to the view menu and go to new guide layout. Once you open that sucker up, you're gonna see here where it says columns and rows. Make sure they're both checked. And number 2 on columns means 2 photos. If you're gonna do 3 photos wide for the swipes, then you put 3 there. If you're gonna do 4 photos wide, put 4, etc. But rows always stays at 1 because you don't go any higher than that. So then once you have it open with 2 by 1, hit OK, and you're left with this, which is your image split in 2, which is actually going to be how it's posted on your Instagram account. Now that this image is split into 2, you're gonna make sure you wanna go up to the View tab again and click this Snap button. That way when you crop it, it snaps to the grid lines that we just set. So you wanna select your crop tool, or just press the letter C on your keyboard, and then up in here where it says aspect ratio, make sure you go 1:1. So that way it's a perfect square. And now when you're dragging your crop, you'll notice that the image actually reappears around the guides that we set. So don't crop like up here like that outside of the guides. Make sure you stay within the guides because that's where your original crop was. And you'll see it'll snap to that square, just like that. Let it go, hit enter, and there, now we have a perfectly square cropped image for Instagram. Now all you're gonna wanna do is just save that as something that you can actually, upload to your phone, so like a JPEG or something. Make sure it's pretty small, but you don't want to lose too much quality. Hit OK. Once that's saved, simply undo your crop with Command Z or Control Z, and then crop the other side. So hit C again. Make sure your ratio is 1:1. Bring that crop into there. Crop the second half. Now you got your second image, and you're gonna want to save this. Save it as JPEG. Now, depending on your phone and your computer and what device you're using, you have to get these images over to your phone. So myself, I'm just gonna use my Dropbox because I got Android, but if you have an iPhone and a Mac, just airdrop them over. It's really quick. Alrighty, now that you have both these images on your phone, it's as simple as going to Instagram, and then please ignore my other family photos down there, and then just simply select the two photos and share them together. But here's how you're gonna wanna do it. You're gonna wanna select the one that's gonna be displayed first, and then hit this button here in the bottom right corner of the actual image on the top where it shows two on top of each other. Select that, and you see it gives you all those buttons to select from other photos. Hit number 2 on the second photo that you need, which is this one here, and you'll see you got both photos there. That white line will disappear, the one that's in the middle there, but you can make some edits here if you like, but mine is already done, so I just hit next again. I'd put here for the tutorial, and then, you know, add all your sharing settings or whatnot. That's it. Then it's shared with a perfectly flawless swipeable panoramic photo for Instagram. Yeah, that's fire, right? Look at that. Real native skills, what's up? That's how you do that. But I'm actually gonna make this even easier for you guys because that's what I'm here for, making y'all lives easier. I'm actually gonna have linked in the description below a few templates that are for Photoshop with portrait mode, landscape mode, and the standard square ratio already set up for you. The canvas sizes are done, the grid lines are there. All you simply gotta do is open it up and you get an image that looks like this. So you got this little swipe thing down here, which you can delete if you like, because there's the swipe text bar and the black left arrow, so you can turn those off if you don't want them there. I think it's a good thing to have because a lot of people don't even know about the swipe feature on Instagram, so that just puts it in the bottom right of the photo so people actually realize to do it. And as you can see, this is the portrait mode size over here, so it's going to take up more real estate on your screen, so people are going to see it a lot bigger, which is the best way to post. And then you just simply follow the same process. Same picture, for example, click and drag it in. You'll see it goes in there. Literally, exactly the same thing. I just made you all templates for it. Down below are the templates. My first time making templates or anything to give away for free, but if you guys enjoy it, feel free to tag me in your photos at Dalen Gerard on Instagram. But yeah, I hope you guys find this useful. I'm looking forward to making more tutorials. One day, maybe I can afford a real grill. I just wanted to say thank y'all for watching. Throw me a thumbs up if you like this video. Tweet me some suggestions at Dalen Gerard and subscribe for a good time. And I'll talk to y'all next week. Have a good one. Peace.